Good morning. It's Thursday. I have to look at the date. That's so funny. It's Thursday morning. I have had a rough couple of days past being sick. You can tell I'm feeling a lot better from that. It's just kind of more like the residual what's left going on with that. Just, a little drainage, a little coughing from it. But haven't had a fever in 4 or 5 days. And no more green stuff, so I'm definitely well on the mend for that, which is yay to that. But Scott and I've been having a lot of conversations lately, and I had a really good one last night. I have been struggling mentally for the past few months, and I know I've mentioned this before, but I've been really struggling with the loss of Rosie. I have not had something that I have just absolutely adored. I've never experienced something like that dying. And I've been struggling with the grief. I haven't had to go through it before. And I didn't realize the havoc it's been wreaking on me mentally and my desire to do things until Scott and I really had a conversation. I sat down and I realized I haven't been walking hiking like I had been when Rosie was alive. Good Lord, we were hiking 4 or 5 times a week, going out and doing things. And I would wake up in the morning, as stupid as this sounds, but I'd always wake up and sing good morning to Rosie. It was just like, it had become my ritual. A huge part of my why was her, wanting her to live longer, wanting her to have a better end of her life. I talked to my dad yesterday and talking with Scott, and I kind of finally hit home that I have 3 other dogs and they deserve as much of that effort as Rosie did. And I miss her so very much. And I will always miss her. She was my soul dog. She was like my dog, my person dog, You have dogs, and there's always like that one dog that you really just are close with. And she was it for me. But the big thing is what I realized is the impact it's had on me. I have let it slowly erode my habits on doing things I enjoy. I noticed the other day, I loved walking. And yesterday I noticed like a mile in, I was like, oh, okay, I gotta try to make it another mile. Somewhere between point A and B, I turned it into a job in a sense, like it had to be effortful. And I don't like that. I don't like forcing myself to do things I don't want to do. And so Scott and I had a conversation, and as I said, I talked to my dad, and I realized I've slowly let my habits slip on what I do, like things I've been doing. And that has just eroded my dopamine hits that I get from doing things. So this morning we started, the dog is squirreling on her back, it's very cute. We started this morning doing our morning mile. And the reason we're only walking a mile is we take all 3 of them, and Ryu can only make it about a mile before her neck and her legs start bothering her too much. But it is a wonderful way to start the day. And I'm also realizing after doing the cruise and stuff, how much I actually like routine. I have resisted routines my entire life. Like, no, don't tell me what to do. I don't want to have my life planned out. But God, they are comfortable. Food used to be like that comfort for me. Sometimes, I can't say all the time, but sometimes I think I actually would eat bad because I had control. I got to choose. I got to have control of what I was eating. Even if it was bad, I got to control that. And it was comfortable because I felt out of control. And that is why I'm finding routines they're comfortable, they feel good. It's like I know what to expect. Just like when I go pick up the dog poop in the backyard, it's the same routine every time. Pick everything up, throw it away, and then I get the broom and I sweep off. There's like a cement pad back there. I sweep the cement pad off of all the wood, the cedar wood chips that the dogs have trekked over it. Every single time. It's such a minor thing, but God, I always feel so good after I do it. It's like putting a check mark. God, done. It feels so good. Anywho, I just want to share that. Like, I've been feeling real, I've been struggling, honestly, kind of behind the scenes, trying to just deal with all of this and deal with my sadness around it. And I know some people aren't going to understand that it's just a dog, but I didn't realize how big of a part of me she was, like just her existence in our house and our life, and reconciling with that. And also we've had some other really stressful things happen, and just some inconsistencies in my routine. You know, doing the cruise, it was fun, but getting ready for that, and you know, family visiting, and just all these sorts of things. I guess my whole point with this is just kind of being honest. You know, it's been almost a year and I'm still a work in progress. I will always be a work in progress. That'd be Scott calling. I will always be a work in progress, and I don't want to set unrealistic expectations that Carnivore had saved my life. It has changed. It's opened up space for me to work on my mental health. But I want people to realize the work still has to be done to deal with the emotions and whatever baggage we've had. And I want to be very clear with people about that. Is it still takes work and effort to get this in order. I don't know if this will ever be in order for me, but to kind of smooth out and let go of the baggage and the angst that I let go and then pick up sometimes, and you know, whatever. I'm rambling and Scott's texting me. I hope you guys have a good Thursday. I appreciate every one of you, and I want each of you to know, no matter where you're at, no matter how you're struggling, you can do it. It's the small steps, and sometimes we slide back a little, and that's okay. It's catching us on the slide back, understanding why it happens, putting something into place, and then moving forward. Nobody's perfect, and it's unrealistic to think that any of us are going to be perfect, and it is not good to beat ourselves up when, you know, we make mistakes. And here's the other thing, is to learn anything, we have to make a mistake or have a gap in knowledge, because that's how we learn. You don't learn anything if you already know everything. So take the stumbles, take the mess ups as lessons to be learned, ways to advance ourselves, and move forward. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.